Hello and welcome to the Wednesday news show. Unlike last week, we have a lot of news.
A lot, it's jam-packed.
But like last week, we're back on the beers.
Yeah.
People seem to like that.
We film at 9 o'clock in the morning.
It's true. So let's kick off with the American Nationals that took place on the 2nd and 3rd of February, and the internet was packed with people speculating about the results. It was sort of the year of the young guys potentially coming through. So we had Kai Leitner, we had Ashima Shirashi, Margot Hayes, and everyone was working out whether they could take the crown from the old guard.
Put your power.
Just giving it away.
No, you said the old guard.
Oh, I see. Okay. For the women, it was the legendary Alex Puccio who came out on top with her 11th national victory. She battled through despite nursing 4 finger injuries and narrowly pipped Ashima Shirashi to the win. In the men's comp, it was Nathaniel Coleman who looked super strong all weekend and cruised to victory. He's now won the Nationals 3 years in a row and is looking completely dominant. She won it. She got it. Amazing. Your favourite boulderer.
Yeah, whose favourite boulder isn't Alex Puccio?
I read a thing about her saying how, because she had 4 finger injuries, right?
Yeah.
And apparently this national thing, that's my beer.
This is mine.
Yep. Apparently the Nationals is one of the only opportunities they get to be picked for the American team. So she had to sort of compete regardless of injuries, and there's been a bit of debate about whether that's right or not. And but cool comp, and it was all over everyone's Instagrams. You see, like everyone seemed to be live streaming it on Instagram. So yeah.
Does that mean that? Do you think that she's going to compete? I thought she'd given up competing.
I mean, she's just smashed the Nationals again. So, I mean, why not?
Why not? Exactly. In other news, it was the 3rd round of the UIAA Ice Climbing World Championships, taking place in Inner Mongolia in Hohat at the weekend. In the women's lead, it was Korean's Wonsun Shin who managed to take her first gold of the season after 2 second places in the first 2 events. With Hanari Song not competing in this event, this means that Shin jumps to the top of the leaderboard with 2 events to go, and she now looks firm favourite to take the title. In the men's lead, Alexei Dengen took his 2nd gold medal of the year with a dynamic and fast finish on what was more of a straightforward climb compared to the routes we've seen in the previous 2 rounds. This means Dengen is now in 3rd place overall, with Safdari and Koryu Mamradeza sitting on the top spot after a 5th place finish in round 3. With 16 points separating the top 4 males, it's a tight run thing, and it will be exciting to see how it goes in the next 2 rounds. In the women's speed, Natalia Balieva took her first gold medal of the season, with a slightly different format of a head-to-head over 2 rounds, with the winner making the fast aggregate time. Kashiva is in 2nd place overall, with her compatriot Ekaterina Fuxtakova sitting on the top spot. In the men's, Ivan Spitstin busted up the ice in a combined time of 16.95, and after a bit of confusion...
Long arms and that pace to accelerate ahead, and he's still ahead. Spitstin's going to take it. Vlasov falls, doesn't hit the timer. I'm not really sure. I think Spitstin's won.
He was declared the winner. The win takes Spitzin into silver medal position overall, with Anton Nemov out in front.
So another end to the UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup, and they seem to be quite back-to-back at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're, because of the shortness of the season, I think they're just like ramping them out. So we've got 2 more to go, and it's going to be exciting to see what happens next.
So continuing on this international sort of theme, I read on UKC that UK Sport has agreed to fund certain athletes for Olympic climbing. Shauna Coxey is so far the only athlete to be chosen to benefit initially, but there are hopes that the budget will be extended and more athletes can get help. So yeah, super cool news that they've sort of stepped in and started funding these guys.
That's brilliant.
And they've sort of earmarked about 630,000 potential budget for future athletes. So we're hoping that maybe we'll both see Molly Thompson-Smith, Jim Pope. So some of the younger guys might benefit from some of this money as well, because the more money they get, more time they can spend training, the more chance of us getting medals.
But at the moment, it's still only, 4 people allowed to go from each country?
I think it's less. Maybe 2 guys and 2 girls potentially. But then there's only 20 athletes overall, so the chances of 4 from each country being chosen is pretty slim, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
This also might have changed, so don't take our word for that.
There's no official what is happening.
Well, there might be. We just don't. I just haven't researched
read it yet. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so moving from that onto, you guessed it, Adam Ondra. Adam Ondra again has been crushing on a little tour of France, no less. After taking first place in the Milan Expo last week, Adam Ondra has been busting out the ascents recently, with the first ascent in Saint-Léger of a route called La Castagnede, which is a grade of 9A+. A couple of days before, Adam made the second ascent of Pirmin Bertle's route, Meuys, of which a grade of 9B was proposed back in 2015. Adam has downgraded that to a 9A+. Yeah, so that was Meuys in Charmy in Switzerland, and a couple of years ago we interviewed the first ascensionist of that, Pirmin Bertle, and it was an amazing story because he basically spent 4 years doing it. He did 150 attempts on it, and he eventually managed to get it. Like, this was his kind of like career route, and it like he gave it a grade of 9B, and it was like everybody was like, yeah, that's fair enough. It seems like it's pretty hard. And then Adam Ondra comes along, does it on his third go, downgrades it to 9A+. Oh man, Pirmin, I feel for you. I'm sorry, bud.
Can you imagine? Like, I've had that on a very much smaller scale. You know, when you try something really hard and then someone just comes and walks up the thing you've been doing.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bolted Meuys in 2011, just when I started my masters in Fribourg. So I knew that I would be at least 4 more years in Fribourg. I started to work it. I found out quite quickly that it was way too hard.
Also, it's a bit like Adam Ondra is a sort of inland revenue of the climbing world. He's just sort of coming along and like telling people they need to pay up and like sort themselves out.
Yeah, exactly. Brutal. Just doing tours of everybody's routes and basically telling them what it actually is.
Yeah.
He's the authority.
He's the best.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. So coming back from that Adam Ondra news, we have the Climbing Daily 9B counter.
And Adam Ondra has climbed a 9B.
Then downgraded it. So my final bit of news is that Ines Papat and Luca Lindick have made the first known,
Nice
they think,
pronunciation.
it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
First known winter ascent traverse of the 2,713 metre, I can't really pronounce this, I apologise to all our German.
Go and do it.
Watzmann
Close enough.
range in the Alps, which is the third highest mountain in Germany. The route went from east to west across the range, starting with 2 smaller summits and ending on the 2,713 metre Mittelspik Watzmann summit. They climbed it in 1 day with pitches up to M5 in difficulty and 80-degree steep snow. So those guys were attempting this as a sort of training for their upcoming Himalayan expedition to Shishapangma.
Yeah, that's right. No, you said right. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
my
going to you.
Nailed it. Which is an 8,027 metre peak in Tibet. So those guys are heading off fairly soon actually to do that. So this is part of their training build up for that expedition.
Yeah, that's cool. That's going to be good fun. We're going to follow that?
Yes, definitely. If they do it.
They've been busting it out. They've been busting out some serious ascents recently.
For a while, they're a good team.
Patagonia.
Yeah.
They're smashing some ascents there.
Yeah, we interviewed them at ISPO last year.
Yeah. They're a good team.
They could be like us. We could be the same.
Yeah, let's go and climb some very easy routes.
Hell yeah.
And do them fun. Slowly, yeah. But with really good style. Looking good in Arc'teryx.
Yeah, looking good.
That's
pulling on all the gear.
Okay, next up we got news of changes in the rules to the Boulder World Cup this year. I read on Mr. Circuit Climbing, his Instagram, and he basically reported that they are changing the rules from, so now it's going to be tops, whereas before it was tops and then attempts at tops, now it's going to be tops and then bonuses and then attempts at tops. So apparently, I'm not entirely sure exactly what that's going to mean, but apparently it's going to be easier for like spectators to kind of look at the scoreboard and go, that makes sense that he's in second place or first place, whatever.
Have you ever tried to read an IFSC scoreboard?
It's quite difficult, but then once you kind of get into it, I kind of get it. Like, yeah, but it's like 5T and 4.
Yeah, it's not the most obvious.
Yeah, so maybe this will make it a bit more obvious.
We'll see.
But yeah, so that's Circuit Climbing on Instagram. Check him out. He's very good.
Yeah, really cool photos. So usually at this point on the show we talk about videos, but I want to start off by talking about articles.
Yeah.
Now we've been chatting to a UK-based climber called Lisa Hadef, and she's writing diary-style entries about her sort of life in climbing, fitting it around work, and she works with Lattice to train.
Yeah.
Now what's cool about her is she broke her legs. she broke legs, I think.
She broke her legs.
Legs have been broken, and now she's coming back to climbing, I think 8B, 8B+. So it's been a heck of a journey over the last 2 years for her. She's super inspiring, she writes brilliant articles, and the link is in the copy below, so check them out. So there's 4 of those coming very soon to EpicTV.
Cool. Are they coming this week?
So the first one's out, and then the next 3 will be coming in the next 3 weeks.
Okay, nice one. Are you going to get back on lattice training this year?
You know, a few people have asked me this. I'd like to. Like, I feel quite strong. It'd be quite cool.
Tom, if you're watching,
Tom Randall.
Get him a program.
Put me up some.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind one either, but I don't think I'm strong enough.
I want.
Right, so videos coming out tomorrow. We've got a filmmaker that we've been working with from the Reunion Islands called Marie Trudet.
Lovely pronunciation.
It might not be pronounced like that. But anyway, she is based out in the Reunion Islands. We first caught like a glimpse of her when she was doing videos with Adam Ondra and Oriane Berton. And they kind of came out a couple of years ago. She's now released like a whole bunch of new videos with Alban Olivier again, Kenton Boulet and Johan Deschamps. And basically it's like a series of 3 videos, and it's about them bouldering in Reunion Islands. I don't know if you've ever been to bouldering in Reunion Islands, but it looks amazing. Here's a little clip of the first episode.
I remember seeing those videos with you on YouTube, like her first ones, and we were both just like, "Oh, let's check this out," and it was such good quality, like brilliant bouldering.
Really cool, and like nice editing and really good ideas and like really good narrative, and it kind of brings it all together really nicely. So that's dropping tomorrow. Really good. Check it out. We'll let you know on all our social media stuff.
Could we go to Reunion Islands?
I was going to ask, have you ever been to Reunion Islands?
I've never been. I've heard. Johan, our French relay vertical cameraman, is from there. He says it's very hot and he never wants to go back there again.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, he's not very good in the sun.
Oh, really?
Which is problematic.
Yeah, exactly.
So we should go.
We should go. Reunion Islands, if you're listening, we will definitely come and film with you.
Yep.
I think it's
good.
A done deal.
Yep. Sorry, I cut you off. Shop sales.
Shop sales.
We always do a little bit of shoppy stuff, and it's Valentine's Day coming up, as you know. So the Valentine's Day sale is on the website. Just go onto the collection page. Everything on there is 30% off, and it's all a lovely pink or red colour, all of the items, which took...
Like all the climbing items?
Yeah, like all the stuff on the sale is pink or red. It took the marketing guys quite a while to put that together.
Wow, that is impressive. Why is the colour pink and red so associated with Valentine's Day?
It's like heart, isn't it? Like pink heart.
But, I mean, is that not like if you actually pulled a human heart out of a body? Well, it's not pink,
look
is it?
Like a heart, number one.
It kind of does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, have you not seen Last of the Mohicans?
No.
Like when he rips the heart out. And
it doesn't look like
it
looks like a potato.
It looks like a kind of heart-shaped potato.
Comment below if you believe the heart to be heart-shaped or potato-shaped. We'll do a poll.
Or a heart-shaped potato.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
I think it is more like a heart-shaped potato.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cool.
I think that's it.
That is it.
That's going to be the title of the video, by the way.
What, is the heart a heart-shaped potato?
In Last of the Mohicans, when he pulls it out and says, "Heart-shaped potato, I'm going to eat you."
Thank you for watching the new show. We'll see you next week.
Bye.